Just be yourself. You're so talented. You're so creative. Just be yourself. If only that line could carry you and it was enough to grow your wedding business, half of you wouldn't still be struggling. Welcome to Grow My Wedding Business, where we speak with industry experts, teach you how to grow your wedding business, and give you the tools you need to take it to the top. I hope you're ready to grow because this is your season. Welcome to Grow My Wedding Business. My name's Chad Muncie, and today we are talking about the wedding industry lie. What in the world are you talking about, Chad? Well, I'm talking about one of the most repeated and, for me, frustrating lines or phrases in the wedding industry, usually coming from people who are not successful, but are looking at you trying to encourage you. And they say something like, "You're so talented. You're so creative. Just be yourself." But I'm not getting any business. It's okay. Your talent will carry. Just be yourself. I can't stand it because just be yourself does not get you customers. I get it. Authenticity in this industry, no matter what niche you're in, no matter if you're a photographer, if you're an officiant, a planner, no matter what you're doing, authenticity absolutely matters. Personality absolutely matters. Connecting with the couples that you're serving, that matters. But here is the problem with this line. Authenticity does not equal money. Authenticity does not equal referrals. Authenticity does not equal bookings. It doesn't position you in front of the customers. It doesn't get you in front of anybody. Authenticity is great. It's something you have to have. Keeping it real, whatever you want to call it, being talented, being yourself in front of people, that will give you really good relationships once you meet somebody, once you talk to a couple. That'll give you a really good product, a really good service. Heck, it'll even contribute to good reviews, but it will not bring you any customers, especially in the beginning. And in a season where you're trying to grow, when you want to make more money, when you need to make more money, that will do nothing for your business. Too many wedding professionals that I see are hiding behind that phrase, being talented, being creative. And they are saying this when they're not getting the business. I don't know why I'm not getting business. I am so talented. I am so creative. But that doesn't have anything to do with you getting business. A lot of these wedding professionals, and maybe you're feeling this. I felt this a while back when I was low and slow and I didn't know how to grow. I didn't mean to rhyme all that, but I did not know what I was doing. So I was wondering why growth came like this. It felt completely random. They are saying right now, the market is too saturated. There are so many people doing what I am doing. Well, there's part of that is actually true. The market is not too saturated. However, there are too many people doing the same thing, and that is the problem. You are blending in. You've got to be completely different. And I'm going to dive in to 3 secrets that you need to hear in order to fix this problem. Now, why is this advice so popular? Why is this excuse so popular? I don't know why I'm not getting business. I'm so talented. I'm so creative. Well, let's start here. The advice feels right because couples do want connection. And business professionals know that. Wedding industry professionals know there's got to be some sort of connection with the couple. In fact, if you're a photographer, if you're a wedding planner, if you're an officiant, no matter what you're doing, even if you're a venue, you like to meet with that couple so you can feel that connection and they can feel that connection and you can see what the quality is there. And a lot of times you even qualify them before you sign a contract to see if you are a right fit. You've heard that before. So couples do want a connection. They don't want robots. They don't want a corporate feeling, the corporate energy. They don't want fake sales scripts. They don't want salesy people. But in all of that, there is a hidden truth that I've got to make completely clear to you. Couples do not book your talent. Couples don't book yourself, your creativity. Couples book when they have clarity, when they have certainty, when they have confidence. They have to have these things. They have to have that foundationally before they book you at all, before they even consider booking you. Clarity, certainty, confidence. Being yourself matters, but it is not the engine. It is not the driving force to your business. That is the seasoning on top, if you will, okay? And some of you are trying to sell seasoning without a meal. You're just sprinkling salt and pepper around, but you don't have any meat. And that's what I want to dive into. I've built 2 resources just for you. First, my book, Wedding Pro Playbook, is the complete breakdown of all the marketing, positioning, pricing, and growth strategies that serious wedding pros use to build real, sustainable businesses. You can grab the Wedding Pro Playbook at growmyweddingbusiness.com/playbook. Second, I've created a brand new free Grow My Wedding Business community on the School platform. And this is where wedding pros connect, get clarity, and start implementing all of this stuff step by step. You can join all of us at School, that's SKOOL.com/GMWB. That's SKOOL.com/GMWB. If you're serious about growing smarter and not just busier, I can't wait to see you inside. Okay, so secret number 1. I want you to listen closely. Authenticity is not a strategy. You've heard me say this before. You'll hear me say this again, but let me explain. The first secret, authenticity is a trait, okay? Authenticity is who you are, but that is not the strategy. That cannot be a strategy to get customers. That can't even be a strategy to get reviews. Will you get reviews every now and then from a couple who experienced you and you were authentic with them and they know who you are and your character and how amazing you are? Yes, you might get some reviews, but even your reviews cannot depend on just your authenticity. There has to be a strategy in place. There's got to be a system, a strategy. You can be funny, you can be kind, you can be laid back, I don't know, emotional. I hope you're not too emotional, but you can be emotional, you can be creative. I hope you're creative. But if I land on your website, if a client lands on your website and they don't immediately know these things, who you are for, who you serve, okay? Why are you different than every other website they've landed on? And why your price makes sense based on the other 2 questions that I just asked. If they don't know that immediately, then being yourself doesn't matter. You have to convey clarity enough on every part of your business that they see so they immediately know, like, and trust you. They have to know who you are. They have to like what you offer and who you serve. And then they have to fully trust that you're going to deliver. It's got to make sense. So many times I see wedding business owners raising their prices without doing anything else? Well, I raise it once a year. What else do you improve? What else do you do to make yourself stand out? Because if I see your price is higher than that person and they are offering the same and nothing has increased in quality in your photos, your pictures, your videos, your website, your social media, nothing else sells me and shows me that I can trust you and your service is better than theirs, I'm not going to go with you. So the why does your price make sense? That question is super, super important. I want you to remember that confusion kills conversion. You will slow down converting people from potential customers into customers if there is any confusion on any part of your website, your social media, when they first experience you and your business. Clarity, however, creates confidence, and the confidence is what you have to create bookings, to get clients, and to become profitable. Secret number 2, personality does not replace value perception. So this one might sting a little bit. It stung me when I was a young officiant trying to get business. You might be an amazing person. I hope you are. I bet you are an amazing person. I bet you have the best intentions as a business owner. I bet you even crush consultations when you talk to someone. But if your marketing, if when people see your marketing, it is not as good or not better than when they see you in person, if your marketing doesn't elevate the perceived value of your service that they are going to book, then you're just competing on price. That is called setting your business up for price shoppers. If you're experiencing a lot of price shoppers, that is the problem. Your marketing must elevate your perceived value. Here's the problem that I see. I see a lot of business owners setting up a website, spending a little bit of time, spending time on social media, posting, but their marketing, they're spending less time and their marketing is lower quality than their actual business, the work they do, the service they provide themselves. Your marketing has to be as good as you are. Your marketing has to be as good as the service you offer, the product you give. Whatever you do, your marketing has to be as good. Honestly, it should be even better. Your marketing, they should look at your marketing and know that is who I want. I don't care what the price is. That should be their mindset. They compare positioning first, your position in the market. That is what they are going to see first. So if you look like everybody else online, you will get treated like everybody else. And that is where people have systems that fall apart. That is where people have procedures that fall apart. That is where they start discounting things. That's where they start doing anything they can. They throw their business under the bus to make a few dollars and they don't figure out the actual problem, and then they just fail. They don't grow and they stay stagnant, and that's what kills business. Secret number 3, being yourself without structure is just expression, okay? This is the one that most people miss. I missed this for years and years. But you can express yourself all day long on your social media. You can post everything you want about yourself on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. You can show behind the scenes of your business. You can show your personality. Heck, you can even take pictures or video of your dog. Show your entire life, your entire personality. But if you do not have a revenue model, if you don't have a designed revenue model, how I'm going to make money, why people are going to purchase from me, and it's not designed intentionally and thought through, you are entertaining. You are a great social media poster, but you are not engineering. And when you have a business, you have to engineer every single part of your business. You are not just an operator. Remember, you are a business owner. You're the creator. You have to engineer your business. And serious wedding pros design their business. They design their offers. They design their pricing tiers. They design their upsells. They design their partnerships. They design their referral flow. They design how they get referrals in. They design all of it. And they've thought through all of it. And it's all planned. It's all systematized. Now, here's the real truth. Well, here's the balanced version of the real truth anyway. I want you to be yourself. Yes, please be yourself in your business. But being yourself does not replace business architecture and understanding that you have got to have these things in place. Be yourself inside of a structure that you have built. Be yourself inside of clear positioning. Be yourself inside of a designed revenue plan, a plan that you've put together and you've drawn out, and you know exactly how you're going to make money. You know exactly what type of couples purchase which type of packages. You know exactly which months you need to turn on the on switch on your referral revenue machine that you've set up. All of the things that I've taught you, how you're going to put these in place. Be yourself inside of that design, the design that you have built, your business that you've built and that you've designed. Otherwise, you're just hoping basically that people vibe with you. People see and kind of feel that you've got good talent, and that's not how you bring business in. Instead of building something that converts consistently, you're just resting on your laurels as a creative and somebody that's talented, and that will not grow your business. It just won't. So you're asking in your head, I can hear every one of you, what can I do? What can I do? Here is something you can do today. You heard me ask this earlier, but I want you to ask yourself, if someone landed on my website, if someone landed on my social media, if someone picked up that brochure card that I leave out places, if someone saw me for the first time on one of those pieces of media and looked at it for 10 seconds, would they know exactly who I serve? Do I sound different from 10 competitors? We'll do 10, okay? So if someone landed on your media, looked at your media for 10 seconds, would they know exactly who you serve? 2, do you sound different from 10 competitors? And 3, have you thought through your income? Have you thought through all of the things that I mentioned in this episode, or are you just hoping that bookings happen? Are you just hoping that because you put your Google page out, your Google business profile, and you've got it up to date, people are going to see it and come to you? Are you just hoping that because you have a website, people are going to go to your website and come to you? Are you just hoping? Because bookings don't just happen, but you can make them happen. You absolutely can. So if those answers feel shaky or they're unknown, this is your growth opportunity. You've got to know those pieces first. And then you can say, okay, I know where I'm at, and now I know what I need to change. One thing is for sure, the wedding industry does not need more personalities. It doesn't need more talent. I hate to say that. People are talented. I love talented people. I think it's great that they're creative, but it doesn't need more talent and creativity. There are plenty of talented and creative wedding business owners that fail their couples because they don't have systems in place, that miss emails and miss phone calls and miss times and miss dates and schedules and miss a lot of things. So it doesn't need more personalities or creativity or talent. It needs more owners. It needs more people to take responsibility and say, I am going to be a business owner and I'm going to have everything working like a machine and set up. The people who win long term, they're not louder. The business owners who experience growth long term, they're not louder. All they are is clearer. They're structured. They're intentional with everything they do. And when you combine authenticity, when you combine thoughtful positioning, you positioning your business and taking charge of it. And when you combine all of that with revenue design, understanding your pricing, understanding who you serve, everything that I've just said, when you combine those things, things will begin to change exponentially. You'll be shocked at how much you will start to get business from all of these different places because you set up a machine that gives you business from all of these different places. I hope you've enjoyed this, but I want to say before you go, if you want to know, if you want to learn how to build a structure, a business that is actually engineered by you, I am going to be teaching a free training where I show wedding professionals how to raise their prices, how to increase bookings, how to experience growth, how to create predictable revenue after doing all of that, after charging higher prices without being burnt out, without discounting, without chasing leads. So if you want to see that training, I'm going to put a link in the description to this podcast. I'm going to put a link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're just listening to me and you don't go find the link, it is going to be growmyweddingbusiness.com/training. That's growmyweddingbusiness.com/training. And there is an email link there. If the training's not up yet, it's almost up, and you put your email in there and I will send you an email when we are doing that free training. So I want you to be encouraged. I want you to be encouraged that no matter where you're at in your business, growth opportunity is just a step away. Understanding where you're at, fixing the problems, and growing your business. So stop hoping that your talent, your creativity, your personality carries you through. Don't listen to someone when they say, that's going to carry you through, that's going to help you grow your business, because it's not. You need to start building a business that is designed. You are the architect, you are the creator, and a business that you can scale to take care of your family, to do whatever you want to do, to be as profitable as you want it to be. I know that you can do it. I can't wait to see you inside the community. My name's Chad Munsey. I will see you again next time.